Hello everyone, I'm Milakya from St. Joseph College of Arts and Science for Women, and I'm pursuing my second year of BSc Computer Science. So I really like to thank my mentor Ms. Niranjana ma'am for her constant support throughout this presentation. So now I'm just really excited to share with you, and I think it is the next huge technological innovation which is going to impact all of us. And of course, I'm talking about augmented reality. So, I've chosen this topic because there was this evolution long ago that evolved having discovered the desktop, and then it evolved as a laptop, and of course the something which we are using right now is our smartphones, and now the next is augmented reality. So, this is something which has really a huge impact on every one of us sooner or later in some interesting ways. So, before moving into the topic, I want you to get a clear idea about what augmented reality means. So, I'm focusing upon this topic because I feel that everyone should be aware of this new technology, and that's why I'm going to just give you an idea, basic idea behind the augmented reality. So, moving on to what is augmented reality? The word augment, which means to make greater by adding something to it. And what's being added is a digital layer. So, in simpler context, if you see the word augmented reality means making the world that already exists greater by adding a digital layer to it. So, you might have probably heard this term together with virtual reality, right? So, these usually go hand in hand. That is, the virtual reality is the idea where you put on a virtual reality headset and you are transformed into the virtual world. But in case of augmented reality, it is the kind of flip side of this idea, I can say, and where the augmented reality takes the virtual objects and brings them into your real world. So that's augmented reality. And the real promise of augmented reality is to merge the two worlds together. That is to merge the virtual and the real world. So this is gonna be something really interesting. So come on, let's dive deeper into this topic. So if you look at the ultimate goal of augmented reality, as I told, it would be to create a system that would be such a way that the user would find it hard to tell or to find the difference between the real and the virtual world. So we have few components which is associated with the augmented reality. That is scene generator, and of course we require a scene generator because to render the user with a scene of the virtual objects. And the next is the tracking in AR, which is of course the process of scanning the object and recognizing the information, segmenting it, and analyzing the environmental information. And the next goes as displays in AR. So the displays in AR includes three types of displays, which includes head-on displays, handheld displays, and projected displays. The head-on displays, which you can see, it's actually an unfortunate photo if you see, because the augmented reality doesn't need any headset to be used to experience the augmented reality. So this is an unfortunate photo. And head-on displays, if you see, there are types of head-on displays that you can experience augmented reality also. And then handheld displays that you can view from the photo, like you can experience a digital sofa which you can try it out in your room, like where it actually fits good. And then the projected displays, which is you can use a real world object to project the virtual object. So you can use a real world object as the projection surface for your virtual objects. So this is about the few components, and next is we are going to discuss about the augmented reality devices. So these devices help us to experience augmented reality through various ways, like optical see-through HMD, and the HMD is nothing but head-mounted displays. So the optical see-through HMD is a type of device, and the virtual retinal systems, video see-through HMD, and projection displays. So we'll see brief into each of this topic. So the first goes as optical see-through HMD. This can be implemented by placing an optical combiner in front of the user's eye to experience the augmented reality. And the next is virtual retinal systems, which will be like projecting a beam of light directly into the retina of the eye, that is the retina of the user's eye. And third is video see-through HMD, which is you can use an opaque HMD and display, and then the merged video of the virtual reality can be viewed from the cameras and the HMD. So the fourth is projection displays, where you can project your virtual objects into the real world by using a real world object as the projection surface. So the next is, as I previously discussed with you about the difference between the virtual reality and augmented reality. So there are these few points that I'd like to add in addition. So this would distinguish the augmented reality from the virtual reality. So the augmented reality is a mixture of both the virtual and the real world, of course, and it lets people interact with both the virtual and the real world. But as it lets interact with both the world, it will also let the user distinguish between which is real and which is virtual. But in case of virtual reality, it is completely virtual. That is, you have to leave your real world to experience the virtual reality. So the other difference between the both is that you need to wear a virtual reality headset to experience the virtual reality, and then for augmented reality, you doesn't have to wear any headset to experience it. So this is some common difference between the both. So next we'll move on to the applications of augmented reality, that is where and all we are using the augmented reality. So if you see the AR technology, and I mean AR by the augmented reality. So the AR technology has many possible applications, that is in a wide range of fields, of course. So if you take entertainment, in entertainment there are a lot of games which uses augmented reality. For such an example would be the Pokemon Go. You might have already played, I think so. And then if you see in movies like Avengers, they are using superpowers, a lot of superpowers which could be implemented by the technology of augmented reality. And of course in the social media you use, that is the Snapchat. And have you ever wondered how these the bunny ears and the doggy nose which fits in your face, and how the filters are augmented onto your face? So these technologies include the augmented reality. And of course for advertising, we use this technology. So next is education. So in education, if you see the teachers, if they are willing to bring the concepts to real life, that is they can bring a tornado just into the classroom to see how it really looks or how it actually works. So this will make the education or the learning process much more immersive, right? And the next field would be medicine. Like if you see the nurses who want to pursue or perform any surgeries, or maybe to take blood, if they are able to view the locations of veins prior to the surgery in form of the technology using the augmented reality, it would be really helpful, right? So the next is engineering and manufacturing. And of course, it plays a major role in this sector because let's say if you're going to manufacture any product or an object, and you can try a various lot of options on the object before you're going to sell, or maybe before you're going to manufacture it. This would be something really helpful, right? So there are much more applications where the augmented reality is used in real life. You can go and explore a lot of fields where we are using the augmented reality technology. And here are a few reference websites that you can go and explore to know brief about this topic. So here comes the end, and I'd like to end this presentation here by saying that I hope this would have been informative to you, and as it tickled my curiosity, it would have did yours too. So for now, go and explore the augmented reality topic briefly, because this is going to be really interesting and exciting to know. So I'd like to end my presentation with this, and I really like to thank all of you for your time for me by watching this video, and thank you all.